If you're in any doubt about your medication, if you need advice on your medication, then your first port of call are your local pharmacies. They are expert in medicine and they're open for long hours. You can access them easily, and they might recommend you to go and see your GP, but your first port of call are your local pharmacies. Seek as much advice as you need to so that you're comfortable whether or not it's going to affect your health if you fast in the month of Ramadan, or if you cannot pop into your local pharmacy, please pick up the phone to them and they'll be more than happy to give you advice. The Quran says, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ, that God wants ease for you. He does not want to overburden you. And also, if you're not well, if you're feeling ill, then Ramadan is also an opportunity to perhaps, change and quit some things like, quit smoking, quit some other bad habits that are affecting your health. Because effectively you're restraining, you're self-disciplining. And if you're not so well, then Islam also provides you with the framework that you can actually still carry on eating and drinking in the month of Ramadan, because you fall under something called an exception. You just give charity in the way of God, or when you actually get better, you make up your missed fast. How do you feel when the month of Ramadan is upon us, and how do you physically, if you are ill or if you are not so healthy? So for instance, if you're insulin dependent, if you need to take inhaler, if you actually need to take antibiotics because you're just recovering from your operation and you've got an infection, all of those things fall under a category of exception. And you're not lesser of a Muslim if you're not fasting in the month of Ramadan due to health issues. So if your health is going to deteriorate by you not taking medication, then the advice of Muslim scholars and Islam says that you should carry on your medication. Ultimately, really, you should make an informed judgment as to whether or not you should fast, as to whether or not you should take medication, and you can only make that informed judgment by taking expert advice from your local pharmacy. If they're still concerned about whether or not they should fast, they should consult their local Imam, so that they have both the advice on their faith and advice from their local pharmacy team, and they can make an informed decision both on the basis of their faith as well as their medication and their health.